Starscape is an amazing game, but starting off can be daunting, and you may not know what you're supposed to do or how the game works. The intention of this video is not to give you a step-by-step approach on exactly what you should do, but an introduction to the key mechanics and progression of the game, and to help you get started with a basic understanding of what there is to do and accomplish in the galaxy. Starscape consists of a whopping 4,500 plus systems, each with multiple planets, anomalies, and space stations for you to explore. The centre of the galaxy is called the core. This is where you will spawn and begin your journey in a system called the Citadel. The core is monitored by CoreSec, a police-like agency, which is one of the 6 factions of Starscape. Go a bit further and you'll see the borders of the 3 major warring factions, Lycentia, Foralkis, and Cavani. You can enlist with one of these factions and get good rewards, although the other ones won't like you. Also, the borders of these 3 factions are determined by the players, as you can capture certain enemy systems within the overall border to expand your faction's control. So right now, Foralkis is dominating over the 2, but that can change, and it has been different in the past. There are a few different types of systems in Starscape. So firstly, there are the core systems, aka the green ones. Each major faction will have a capital core system, which is usually in the center of that territory. The system you spawn in, the Citadel, is a core system, and the 6 surrounding systems are also core systems. In core systems, PvP is disabled, and hostile NPC ships will not spawn. Blue systems are secure systems, where PvP is still disabled, but relatively weak enemies can spawn. The red unsecure systems are more dangerous, with deadly NPCs and PvP being enabled. There is also better loot, ores, and anomalies here. Similar to unsecure systems is contested systems. PvP is on, but you cannot be killed by your own NPC faction or members of that, so if you're in a Lycentian space and you're a Lycentian, the other Lycentians cannot kill you. Contested systems are orange, and they all belong to one of the warring factions, but it can be claimed by others. This means that if it's contested between, say, Lycentia and Cavani, and it's currently owned by Cavani, if the Lycentians work hard enough, they can reclaim that system for themselves. Finally, wild systems. Wild systems, there are no space stations, PvP is enabled, there are no insurance and the most dangerous NPCs. However, there's also the best quality of ore, the best loot, and the best anomalies here. When I say insurance, you will lose any ship you're currently in and your inventory when you die. And while your inventory can be recovered if you go back to that place you died, you have to rely on insurance to pay your ship back, but in some systems like Wild, that's not possible. In Starscape, one of the major goals is to gain wealth in minerals and credits, so you can have the best ships and items in the game. You can upgrade ships by A. Buying them with credits at the player market, which you can find in the Citadel, which is where you can buy and sell pretty much anything, or you can mine resources and use them to craft the ship. There are 2 main sizes of a ship, the first being small craft, like the one you start off with, and the other being warships. The smallest type of warship is a corvette, then frigate, then destroyer, which is the best class of ship currently. However, there are better classes that may be added in the future, such as cruisers, battle cruisers, and even battleships. So where do you even start? After spawning in on a Citadel, where do you go? Upon spawning in, you'll receive a tutorial mission in a starter ship called the Stratos. The tutorial is pretty self-explanatory. Just make sure to pay attention to what it's telling you. Essentially, follow the protruding blue lines to the docking bay, and once you're out, hold space to warp to the ring of the planet. Shoot at one of the ores that says Coralite or Reknite, and then fly into the broken pieces. Then go back to the station, and you'll be shown how to sell them and access your inventory. After completing these missions, you'll receive 500 credits. Now open your inventory and select missions. You can now choose which ones to track, and I would highly recommend completing all of these missions, as it will show you the basics of manufacturing, combat, and different NPC lore. Also, you can get a few thousand credits from this. Now you are free to roam the vast galaxy. Since you're pretty weak right now, I'd recommend racking up some money or ore to get a powerful ship like a corvette or above. The best way to do this is mining or hauling, which I've linked some guides for below. You do need a bit of money to start off those methods though, which is why you should be doing the missions. When you get a more powerful ship, your options really start opening up. You'll be able to fight for your faction or just level up your standing. You can venture out to fight NPC drones and NPC pirates for good loot, or you could even hunt players to steal their loot. The galaxy is truly yours to do whatever you want at this point, which is what makes this game great. I hope this guide helped you so you can better understand Starscape, and thank you for watching.